I used to be an insurance defense lawyer. The first thing I was trained to attack was the plaintiff who hired a lawyer before they ever went to a doctor. I used to make them look like they were chasing money, not recovering from injuries. I will not let that happen to my clients. So before I take your case, I'm going to insist you see a doctor first. In this video, I'm going to explain why this one rule protects your credibility, protects the value of your case, and protects your ability to tell your story to a jury. I'm going to walk you through the exact argument the defense makes when you hire a lawyer first, why the argument works on juries, and the simple sequence that eliminates it entirely. Hi, my name is Garrick McFadden and I own the law firm GAMESQ, and here is the argument. When a defense lawyer stands up in front of a jury and the first date in the file is the date you signed with a law firm, not the date you saw a doctor, they tell a very simple story. They say, this person was not hurt enough to go to the ER. They were not hurt enough to see their family doctor, but they were organized enough and motivated enough to find a personal injury lawyer. This is the whole play. They are not arguing the crash did not happen. They are arguing you cared more about the claim than your own body. In other words, they cared more about money than your health. And here's the uncomfortable truth. This argument works. It works because jurors are regular people. Regular people, when they are hurt, call a doctor. They call their spouse, they call their mom, they call someone other than going on Google and search for best injury lawyer near me before they have ever been examined. So when your timeline shows a lawyer first and a doctor second, the jury quietly decides you were building a case, not healing an injury. Once they decide that, the medical bills do not matter as much. The pain does not matter as much. The story does not matter as much. Your credibility is already gone. Now here's the simple sequence that takes that argument completely off the table. Step one, if you're hurt, get evaluated. Go to the doctor. That can be their emergency room. It can be an urgent care. It can be your own primary care doctor. But you need to be seen first by a real medical provider. And they document the real symptoms on the day you actually have them. Step two, be honest and be specific about every part of your body that hurts. Neck, back, shoulder, headaches, sleep, anxiety. If you do not tell the doctor, it is not in the record. And if it's not in the record, the defense will argue it did not happen. Step three, then and only then, call a lawyer. By that point, the timeline tells a different story. A person was hurt, they got care, then they got help, understanding their legal rights. That story is a story that a jury believes, that an arbitrator believes. And the good thing about this is not a trick. It's not a loophole. It's just the order a credible injured person would naturally follow. My job as a lawyer is to protect that story from the very first day. This starts before you ever sign with me. So if you were just in a crash in Arizona, please see a doctor first. Then when you're ready, contact GAMESQ. Call me at 623-233-4416 and I will take it from there. At GAMESQ, it is always your injuries, our fight, your win.